Hello and welcome to Britscreen Gaming. Now, on my last Witcher video I did say that this was the last in the series, and that was kind of true. However, my recent holiday gave me time to read the new Witcher book that was released in 2013 off the back of the third game. The story takes place in between the gaps in the first book, The Last Wish. After this really will be the last Witcher video, so let's get on with it. Geralt arrives at the walled city of Karak to restock on supplies, but to gain entry must leave his swords at a guard post. He does this and goes to a nearby tavern. In there he catches the eye of a sorceress, Litter Ned, aka Coral, whom arrests him on sight for embezzlement. Much to Geralt's surprise, after spending a week in jail, Coral then pays his bail to release him. Instead of finding out why she's done this, Geralt makes a beeline for his sword so he can leave the city, only to find they have been stolen. This seems to be the final straw for poor Geralt, as he loses his temper and starts to fight the guards at the guard post until the fight's interrupted by Dandelion and Dandelion's cousin, who is the investigator for the Royal Tribunal and promises to find Geralt's swords. Later, when alone with Dandelion, Geralt explains what's happened and he doesn't believe that his swords will be found, and Dandelion gives him Coral's address. When he arrives at her home, Coral explains that she arrested and released him to prove that she could, so that he will help her fellow mages when the time comes. He agrees to do this if she helps him find his swords. Coral shows Geralt a vision of a stone, which Dandelion recognises as a place people call the Griffin in Revelin, where the crime boss of the era, Reverend Pyrrell Pratt, lives. The Reverend tells Geralt his swords have been taken to an auction that's taking place soon in Novigrad, and gives him some money. But no money and information are truly free, and the price that Geralt must pay is to kill a Vilgosaur in an arena while he is unarmed and topless. On his way back to Karak, money in hand, he is stopped by Prince Egmund, who asks Geralt to be a guard at the King of Karak's upcoming wedding. Geralt agrees to this if his swords are found, so the royal investigation and search efforts for his swords are doubled. When he returns to town, he asks Dandelion to deposit the money in the bank while he visits Coral. Dandelion, however, buys Geralt a new sword. Coral tells Geralt to stay out of jail. He must go to Risberg Castle, where the wizards are suffering demon attacks. These attacks have been caused by another wizard among them, but they don't know who, and they asked him to patrol the foothills daily until the demon is killed. After a few weeks, he is captured by the mage Surl Degalund, who reveals it is not a demon killing the towns, but him and two creatures called Boo and Bang that his master has created and he stole. Surl tricks and captures Geralt and ties him and injects him with white scorpion venom, and Geralt nearly dies. However, his natural Witcher immunity kicks in and gives him the strength to grab his sword and hold it to Surl's throat. Surl teleports, with Geralt holding on to him, allowing him to escape the dungeon. However, due to Surl's stress of a sword being to his neck, the teleport malfunctions and Geralt is thrown near the Pontar River and Surl escapes. Geralt knows the auction for his sword nears, so focuses on getting his swords back in Novigrad. Before he can do anything, bandits find him and break his new sword. But he does manage to escape and befriends a dwarf named Adio Bash, who helps him gain passage to a ship leading to Novigrad. However, the boat's crew reveal they have kidnapped a Vulpas' child, and the Vulpas is after them. A Vulpas is a she-fox and a master illusionist, with illusions so strong that Geralt's Witcher medallion can't tell the difference. The boat and its crew are trapped in an illusion, and a member of the crew kills the girl out of fear. The Vulpas vows revenge on Geralt for defending the killers of her child, and promises to come after him when he least expects it. However, due to these illusions, Geralt misses the auction, and his sword is bought by a woman in black with an obsidian star around her neck. Geralt returns to Karak to find Surl, and runs into Pinety, the mage who asked Geralt to kill the demon for him, and tells him that Surl is under house arrest in a citadel nearby. and gives him a new sword. Geralt scopes the citadel and finds that it's led on to Mount Cremor, who has multiple holes in it that could lead to the citadel. Geralt finds an old werewolf friend he saved, who uses his enchanted werewolf smell to smell the holes into the mountain and finds one that leads to the citadel. Geralt kills Sorrel as well as his henchmen and goes to the royal wedding to make more money. However, he does not manage to save the king, and the king is killed. As the new king announces his father's death, a huge storm hits the town of Karak, with the Pride of Sintra, the boat Ciri's mother died on, sailing away. Once the storm has passed, Geralt realises that again his sword has been stolen or washed away in the storm. Geralt, annoyed with his current bad luck, leaves Karak. On the road, Geralt's in a tavern, and he meets a fellow witcher, Beren, from the School of the Cat, who thinks Geralt is there to steal his contract, which is to cure King Foltest's daughter of a Striga curse. Beren threatens Geralt, who currently has no weapons. However, it's at this moment his swords are delivered to him from Yennefer's messenger. Now Geralt is armed, Bran backs down and runs, and Geralt heads off to King Foltest. On his way to the king, the Vulpas stops Geralt to reveal her daughter never died and was casting an illusion of her own. She's done this to say goodbye to Geralt and forgive him. For this forgiveness, he allows Geralt to touch her face as a reward. Geralt does, and then heads to cure the Striga curse.